Good evening. Welcome to the regularly scheduled meeting of the Mayor and City Council of the City of College Park. I'm Mayor Bianca Motley Broom. We have a quorum present with council members McKenzie, Karn, and Gay, and so I will call the meeting to order at 8:04 p.m. The first item on the agenda is the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Chaplain Dent is handling our invocation this evening.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, City Manager, and City Attorney, City Clerks. Before I pray, I just want to mention that Mrs. McKee wanted to thank you all for your prayers. She received a kidney transplant 3 weeks ago, and she's recuperating. And especially Councilman Arnold wants to thank her for praying for her also. So let us pray. Heavenly Father, tonight in the midst of agendas, reports, and decisions that shape everyday lives, we stop to acknowledge that the strength of a city is not only in its buildings, budget, or development, but in the spirit guiding the people entrusted to lead it. So we lift before you the mayor, council members, city manager Michael Hicks, police chief Sheriff McCreary, every department head, essential staff, first responder, and every employee who keeps the city of College Park moving day and night. Lord, place protection around them, not just physical protection, but protection over their minds, their households, their reputations, and their sense of purpose. In an atmosphere where leadership can shift quickly and criticism can grow loud, keep them grounded, unshaken, and focused on what truly serves the people. Therefore, Lord, give all participants in this meeting calm thinking, disciplined speech, and mature hearts. Let wisdom show up in how people treat one another, even in disagreement. Lord, your word reminds us in Nehemiah that while rebuilding the walls, the people worked with one hand, and stayed watchful with the other. Likewise, let the city build while staying alert, protecting progress, protecting community, and protecting one another. We pray especially for mayor and council. Give them the courage to make hard decisions without becoming hardened people. Let no unnecessary division choke the future of this city. And for city manager Michael Hicks and police chief McCreary, surround them with loyal support, sound judgment, emotional endurance, and favor in rooms where decisions are made. Keep them from exhaustion, distraction, and unseen opposition. Let peace remain in this chamber long after this meeting ends. I pray this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, and according to my faith, in the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain Dent. Let's embrace civility. Civility is more than just politeness. It is about disagreeing without disrespect, seeking common ground as a starting point for dialogue about differences, listening past one's preconceptions and teaching others to do the same. Civility is the hard work of staying present, even with those with whom we have deep-rooted and fierce disagreement. Thank you, and good evening, Mayor, Council, City Manager,
Thank you, Chief.
and our wonderful citizens.
Thank you.
Good evening, Mayor, Mayor Pro Tem, council members, city manager, citizens, and visitors. I'd like to share a brief safety message with you. In the event of a fire or emergency, please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. Exit signs are clearly marked throughout the building, 2 to the front and 2 to the rear. Please follow the direction of College Park staff to designated assembly areas. Once outside, please remain at the assembly point until further instructions are given by city personnel. If you notice smoke or fire during the meeting, please alert staff immediately and follow evacuation procedures. Your safety is our priority. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Chief.
Agenda item 2, additions, deletions, amendments, or changes to the agenda.
Are there any?
Yes, ma'am. Madam Mayor, we have one, item 10F as in Frank. We want to remove that,
Okay,
10F.
all right.
And Kelly, we'll consider putting it back on the June 15th, but we want to remove it tonight.
Any other additions, deletions, amendments, or changes to the agenda? Councilmember Carn?
I have one change. I would like item 4A, well, just in terms of my appointee, if we could do that at the end of the meeting, I'd appreciate that.
So move that to item, that would be, I guess, 10H, because F is gone,
Only
so,
my
Half of
portion.
it.
Only my portion.
understood, understood. But that would be item 10H. And that is the Ward 2 appointee to, I'm sorry, to BZA.
So, Councilwoman Arnold, did you want
Wait, hold on. Mr. Hicks, do you have something to add? Or,
to? Yes, ma'am. I want to refer to,
I was just I asked Mr. Hicks a question about a particular item, and I was waiting for a response on it.
okay. Sorry, that's a sidebar, Madam Mayor, sorry about that.
okay, is there, are they have, do they have to do with any additions, deletions, amendments, or changes?
No, it's not an addition, but it is a clarification on something.
Sure, I'll send you that.
Thank you.
I think the source of item 10E, the funding source, has changed. Is that correct, Mr. Hicks?
Is that 10E? Are you referring to 10E?
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. So I sent you an email. Matter of fact, I copied all of you guys on an email talking about the funding for 10E. You and I talked about your community enhancement funds. So I sent you an email for 10E asking if we could press the screen. Do you want to wait till we get that item and then discuss it?
Well, it's just a change for the funding source that's listed. It's mayoral community enhancement as opposed to citywide events.
Oh, yes. It should be mayor or community.
Okay. Any other changes, amendments, additions, or deletions to the agenda? Hearing none, is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilmember Gay, were you in favor? Thank you, sir. That is unanimous. Is there a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Gay. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 4A, board appointment, Ward 1, BIDA.
Yes, I have a statement,
Councilmember McKenzie?
and in lieu of my appointment at this time to BIDA, this is my statement. One of the greatest challenges facing many communities today is not a lack of talented, qualified, or passionate people. It is the growing reluctance of good people to step forward and serve. In College Park, we are blessed with residents who care deeply about our city and who possess the knowledge, experience, and vision needed to help move our community forward. Yet, many of these individuals are hesitant to accept board appointments to commissions, boards, committees, and advisory groups because they fear becoming targets of personal attacks, political retaliation, public criticism, or unnecessary scrutiny. Public service should never require someone to place their reputation, their livelihood, their family, or their peace of mind at risk. But unfortunately, in today's climate, some of our residents perceive that serving in a volunteer capacity can expose them to hostility, misinformation, social media attacks, in efforts to question their motives rather than to evaluate the value of their contributions. This creates a serious challenge for our local government. Cities function best when a diverse group of residents is willing to share their expertise and perspectives. When qualified individuals choose not to participate, communities lose access to valuable talent, institutional knowledge, and innovative ideas. The result is a smaller pool of volunteers carrying a larger burden, while important opportunities for civic engagement are missed. We must work together to create an environment where people feel encouraged, not intimidated to serve. Respectful disagreement is healthy. Differing opinions are necessary. However, there should be a shared understanding that those who volunteer their time to help their city deserve to be treated with dignity and respect, even when others disagree with their positions. The future of College Park depends upon residents who are willing to lead, serve, and contribute their talents. We should celebrate those who answer the call to public service, not discourage them from participating. If we want the best and brightest minds to help shape our city's future, we must ensure that civic engagement remains a rewarding experience rather than a personal risk. Strong communities are built when good people are willing to step up and when their neighbors support them in doing so. And until the time that we are able to identify a member of the College Park community in my ward who is willing to serve on BIDA, there will not be an appointment from Ward 1.
All right, we're moving on to number 5.
5A, workshop session minutes dated May 18th, 2026.
Is there a motion to approve?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 5B, regular session minutes dated May 18th, 2026.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 5C, budget number 6 minutes dated May 6th, 2026.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 5D, budget number 7 minutes dated May 7th, 2026.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 6, proclamations, resolutions, plaques, and announcements. 6A is the introduction of new employees in the month of May 2026.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. We are pleased to welcome our newest team members to the city. I would like to ask our new employees to come forward and introduce themselves and state what department they are working for. If you all would come forward. Yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Darian Burns. I will be working at Conley Recreation Center as a gymnastics instructor. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Chris Johnson. I'm working with Code Enforcement, Ward 3.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Marcus Dunn. I will be working at Brady as a camp counselor.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tatiana Wilson. I work at Brady Recreational Center as a camp counselor.
Greetings, my name is Jasmine Cook. I work at all 3 camps as an art specialist.
Good evening. My name is Teresa Whitehead. I work at Brady Recreation Center as a camp counselor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tyler Prince. I work at Brady Recreational Center, and I'll be a camp counselor.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Noble Aaron, and I will be working at Brady, and I'm a camp counselor.
My name is Amaya Felix, and I will be working at Colony Recreation Center for this summer. As I'm a staff member as well.
Hi, I'm Jordan Parker, and I'm working at Conley, and I'm a camp counselor.
Hi, my name is Ivory Watson. I'm a camp counselor at Conley.
Hey, my name is Calvin Bell, and I will be working at Conley Recreation Center as a camp counselor.
Good evening. I'm Sydney Richardson, and I'm a camp counselor at Conley.
Hello, everyone. My name is Nevaeh Denard, and I will be working at Tracy Wyatt as a camp counselor.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Micaiah Smalls, and I am a summer camp counselor at Brady Recreational Center.
Okay, on 3, group. 1, 2, and 3. Ready? Again like that. 1, 2, and 3. Last time. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Tony Jacob. I'm a camp manager at Tracy Wyatt Center.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Kenneth Thomas, and I am a camp custodian at Tracy Wyatt.
Good evening. My name is Keisha Gilmore, and I am the camp director over at Tracy Wyatt Recreation Center.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sydney Gilbert, and I am a camp counselor at Tracy Wyatt.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Khalik Smith, and I will be a camp counselor at the Tracy Wyatt Recreation Center.
Hello, everyone. My name is Kristen Marks. I work at Tracy Wyatt Recreation Center, and I am a camp counselor.
Good evening, everyone. I am Tiara Thomas, and I am a camp counselor at Tracy Wyatt Recreation Center.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ashton Graham. I am a camp counselor at Tracy Wyatt Recreation Center.
Good evening. My name is Kennedy Greer, and I will be a summer camp counselor at the Brady Recreational Center.
Good evening, everyone. I am Kiari Robinson. I am the manager at Conley Recreation Center.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Halen Tony. I am assistant manager at Conley Recreational Center.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Quaywan Holloway. I am a camp counselor at Brady Recreation Center.
Hello, everyone. My name is Joya Chester, and I'm the summer camp manager at the Brady Recreation Center.
Hello. My name is Mary McDay, and I am a custodian for Brady Recreation Center.
Hello, everyone. My name is Melissa Moreland. I'm custodian at Conley Recreation Center.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lieutenant Wilson with the College Park Police Department, coming back part-time.
And our gentleman in the back, if you'll go towards Mr. Hicks right there. Good. All right, group, here we go. On three. 1, 2, and 3. Again, 1, 2, and 3. Last time, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Item 6B is Employee All-Star of the Month recognition, May 2026.
Okay. This employee started with the City of College Park in a temporary capacity, then became a permanent employee in April 2025, and has shown herself to be a great asset to our team. She joined the inspections department from the city clerk's office with limited prior experience in departmental operations. Despite this, she quickly adapted and demonstrated an impressive ability to learn new processes and systems, including mastering the department's software in a short period of time. She has truly made the position her own by consistently showing initiative and a willingness to take on additional responsibilities without hesitation. She effectively handles a wide range of duties, including coordinating board meetings, handling tasks related to inspections, and processing permits. Her proactive approach makes her well-rounded and a dependable team member. She frequently steps up to take the lead when needed and is always willing to go above and beyond her assigned duties, even taking on responsibilities outside of her role to support the team. Her knowledge, professionalism, and positive attitude makes her a valuable asset. Please join me in congratulating Ms. Beulah Denise Butler on this well-deserved recognition.
I know, yeah, and they're sending another. That's right. On three. 1, 2, and 3. Again, 1, 2, a smile. Good. Last time, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Item 6C, a proclamation recognizing the inaugural Youth Civic Advisory Board 2025 to 2026. This item is sponsored by Councilwoman Dr. Jamel McKenzie, Ward 1.
This while they're coming, we're going to ask everybody to come on, our instructors, even our parents, come on down. This has been a team effort, and before I read this proclamation, I just would be remiss if I did not wish a very special person in my life and in College Park and in Ward 1 who is having a birthday today, Dr. Chizulo. Woo! Happy birthday! It's your birthday. It's your birthday. All right, he asked me for some things I can't get him, but at least I can give you a happy birthday. All right, everybody, wow, y'all look great. Y'all look amazing. Okay. City of College Park proclamation honoring the inaugural class of the Youth Civic Advisory Board. Whereas the City of College Park recognizes that the future strength, growth, and prosperity of our community rest in the hands of our young people. And whereas the Youth Civic Advisory Board was established to empower, educate, and equip students with the knowledge, leadership skills, and civic awareness necessary to become active and engaged leaders within their schools, communities, and government. And whereas the Youth Civic Advisory Board was founded by the Honorable Dr. Jamel McKenzie, whose vision for youth leadership, civic engagement, and community transformation created an avenue for young leaders to have meaningful input and representation within our local government. And whereas, under the direction and leadership of Dean Eleanor Willis, the inaugural class of the Youth Civic Advisory Board has demonstrated excellence, commitment, professionalism, and a passion for public service throughout its inaugural term. And whereas, the success of this initiative has also been supported by the dedication and service of Program Administrator Olivia Dorsey, who's somewhere around here taking pictures, and student support staff Pamela Greer, there she is, Xavier Ross, Mario Malcolm, and Renata Goodrich, who couldn't be here tonight, whose mentorship, guidance, and encouragement have helped cultivate the next generation of civic leaders. And whereas the members of the inaugural Youth Civic Advisory Board have committed themselves to leadership development, public speaking, yes, community engagement, absolutely, teamwork, positively, and civic responsibility, even going to Washington, D.C., right, while serving as ambassadors for the youth of College Park. And whereas the City of College Park proudly acknowledges the historic significance of this inaugural class and celebrates the lasting impact these students will have on the future of our city and beyond. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the mayor pro tem, and the city council of the City of College Park, Georgia, we do hereby recognize and honor the inaugural class of the Youth Civic Advisory Board for your outstanding dedication to civic leadership, youth empowerment, academic excellence, and community service. And we commend these remarkable students for their commitment to building a brighter future, and we encourage them to continue striving for excellence in all of their future endeavors. And at this time, I'd like to say the names of all of the inaugural class members: Ashley Jackson, Audrey Zentz, Ave Perkins, Essence Cook, Eugene Turner, Gloria Wayne, Ivory Watson, Jamarian Grover, Janiyah Brown, Chloe Thomas, Lily Balogun, Lionel Smith, London Wilson, Mary Reagan Nazamak, Minatula Alash, Naomi Harris, Nyla Brown, Raylan Jackson, Raquel Goodrich, and Sequoia Dow. Proclaimed this first day of June, 2026, City of College Park. Congratulations. At this time, I would like to ask if Eugene Turner and Dean Eleanor Willis would say something before we take our picture. We'll start with he's our president, and he's actually, the president of the Youth Civic Advisory Board.
I would like to say it just was a good opportunity throughout last year, the last year, to be able to participate with my fellow youth, as well as learn more about the community and do things that could positively impact those around us. And I also like to say it's just very important that we get the youth out and invested in things in the city government. As we know, we're going through challenging times, and the most important thing is to prepare the next generation for what's to come. I just like to thank everyone who was involved with this opportunity. We were able to get our events coordinated and actually happening, as well as the different meetings and different trips and events we went on. So I'd like to thank my fellow members as well as those who were in charge of it. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I would be remiss if I did not thank the mayor and city council for all your support during this program. This has been a journey, but not a destination. We're going to get started again in July, so we're looking forward to empowering other students to become leaders. And who knows, they might be the next mayor for the city of College Park. Thank you.
Thank you again, and I also want to acknowledge the presence of Valerie Lee, who was was our speaker at our promotional ceremony. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all your support, and to everyone that helped us with this program.
They know how to group up. This is our third time I've had this. Yes, yes. On three. 1, 2, and 3. Again. 1, 2, and 3. Last time. 1, 2, and 3. Thank you.
Item 6D, a proclamation to honor and recognize June 15th as Congressman David Scott Day in College Park. This item is sponsored by Mayor Pro Tem Joe Carn. My apologies. There was an update. That is June 27th.
All right, thank you. I'm going to ask the Scott family if they want to join us up here. Don't be shy. All right, come on, let's hear it, y'all. Let's hear it. All right. All right, all right. All right. The City of College Park, proclamation honoring the life and legacy of Congressman David Scott. Whereas the City of College Park pauses to honor and remember the remarkable life and enduring legacy of Congressman David Scott, and whereas David Scott was born in Anner, South Carolina, I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Aner, South Carolina, on June 27th, 1945, and had dedicated his life to public service for an amazing over 51 years, y'all, representing the citizens of College Park, the state of Georgia, the United States of America, and affecting international policy and governance throughout the world with integrity and leadership. And whereas Congressman David Scott received a bachelor's degree from Florida A&M University, an MBA from the Wharton School of the University of Pennsylvania, and was a member of Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. And whereas his political career began as a staffer to help elect Andrew Young to Congress in 1972. 2 years later, in 1974, David Scott was successfully elected to the Georgia House of Representatives. 1974, y'all. And this was coincidentally the very same year that his wife, Miss Alfreda Scott's brother, the legendary Hank Aaron, historically broke the Major League Baseball's home run record. Yeah, that's right. That was 1974, y'all. I was 3 years old, and the Aaron and Scott family were making history, y'all. David and Alfreda founded the Day and Mark Advertising Company in 1978, a media and marketing firm named after their two daughters, Dania and Marcy, who were both here. Whereas David Scott served in the Georgia State House until he was elected to the Georgia State Senate in 1982, where his votes created hundreds of life-improving policies for all Georgians, including his creation of the Quiet and Silent Reflection Act for Georgia public schools, still in effect to this day, y'all, bringing prayer into the lives of generations of young people. And whereas in 2002, David Scott was elected to the United States Congress representing Georgia's 13th congressional district, advocating for education, health care, and opportunities for communities throughout Georgia and beyond. And whereas in recognition of his visionary leadership and commitment to accessibility and progress, the David Scott Gateway Bridge was named in his honor and stands as a landmark gateway project representing a lasting symbol of his contributions to our community. And the David Scott Bridge, spanning State Route 6, known as Camp Creek Parkway, provides a safe, accessible route for visitors and residents connecting from the GICC Hospitality Campus to downtown College Park, to MARTA, and to 6 West, our premier live, work, and play mixed-use development project currently underway. And whereas Congressman Scott's decades of distinguished leadership have moved our nation forward with over a half a century of distinguished service, from supporting farmers to providing health care for millions of children and families across the United States. And whereas it is fitting and proper that we proudly recognize and honor Congressman David Scott, who leaves behind an enduring legacy that will continue to inspire future generations. And now, therefore, it be proclaimed that the Mayor and Council of the City of College Park, Georgia, do hereby proclaim June 27th, 2026, as Congressman David Scott Day in the City of College Park. Let's hear it, y'all.
Look at me. Thank you. I just want to thank, on behalf of our family, I want to thank Mayor Bloom and the City Council for College Park for recognizing the accomplishments, the work that my father did as he represented the 13th District. But I have to share that our history with College Park started way before the 13th District and him running for Congress or anything. My sister and I went to Woodward Academy. And we were at Woodward, 14 years total that we were there, driving back and forth every day. It was a sacrifice, right? Everybody thinks Woodward Academy. It was a sacrifice. And it was an example of the same thing, the value that my father had on education, the value that he had on community, because he still wanted us to be close by. And there were days that we would come up here, Marcy used to do gymnastics right over here at the College Park gym. My daughter Kaylin was with the, Kids Gym America, that does the tumbling classes over here as well. They still do it? She was doing it. He was over there with her there as well. So our history goes back very far with College Park. I mean, we was here. I was here first grade over at Woodward Academy. Marcy started over in pre-K. This was our home away from home. You know how much time you spend in school, right? How much time you spend coming to all the activities. We were here every day. For 12 years I was there. Marcy was there for 14 years. That's a long time. This whole area coming up and down Main Street, my mother used to drop us off sometimes. She'd get on the train at Lakewood, Fort McPherson, and ride on, go downtown. On the days where she didn't go downtown, it was my father would bring us in. And those were always Fridays. And I have to share this story with you because it's one of my favorite memories. I think me and my sister talk about it all the time. How many people were here back in the day when Mike Roberts was the DJ on V103? Okay, y'all know we date ourselves. Y'all put your hands down. You ain't got to let them know. We ain't got to let them know all of that. But every Friday, Mike Roberts would play that song, Oh Happy Day. Do y'all remember that? 7 o'clock, 7:30 in the morning? Every single morning, Mike Roberts would play that. And that was our time with our daddy. He would turn that radio up and we would drive to school listening to Oh Happy Day, and he'd be singing at the top of his lungs. So do y'all mind, do y'all know the words? Because anybody want to join me? Because listen, I can't sing, y'all, but I'm willing. I want to put myself out there. Just, oh, happy day. There we go. How happy day. When Jesus washed. Oh, when he washed. When Jesus washed. He washed my sins away. Listen. All right. Y'all, I can't do no more. And I know right now he is looking down on us, listen to us sing that song. Don't start, Marcy. You're going to make me start. watching us honor him and remember him. And I thank y'all so much for making this so meaningful for us, for our family. And I don't really have much more to say than that. I really thank y'all. Y'all don't know how much this means to us, truly. Thank you so much.
You know, you can live a life and you can live a life that is meaningful. When I think about all the sacrifices and things that my husband worked for, in between all of that, he thought about you. Everything that he worked for and achieved, he had the thought of what would make the community better for the people that he represented. And it's good to be here, because I remember early on when the bridge was dedicated in his name. I remember the words that the mayor and the council people had for him. They said, "We want to give you your flowers long before anything happened. We want to at least let you know what it meant and what College Park meant to you." That said a lot, because people do wait until after you're gone. And they bring the flowers, they send the cards, and all the well wishes. But College Park didn't do that. They didn't even know, like family members, that he was going to pass. He passed doing the work that he started at home in Washington, D.C. So I want to just thank everyone here. Could you all put up yard signs? Received telephone calls from us on a daily basis asking to go to the polls and vote for Congressman David Scott. The love you showed will never be forgotten. And I love you for that.
Like that. That's right. Keep going. And then down just a little bit. All right, on three. 1, 2, and 3. Again, 1, 2, and 3. Last time, 1, 2, and 3. Thank you. Give him another round of applause.
Item 7, remarks of citizens. First speaker, Dr. Valerie Bridges Lee.
to come behind that. And it is so special. I'm Valerie Lee. I am not a resident right now of College Park. I was, but I have businesses in College Park. And these two ladies I went to school with at Woodward Academy, and I had no idea that they were going to be here today. So to come by, I'm still like composing myself because it is just a pleasure for me to see this in the city of College Park. I'm here, and I got to hurry up because I can be very long-winded. Mayor, council, city manager, thank you so much for supporting all of the businesses that I have in College Park. The Wellness Spot, VB Consulting, BVB Foundation, and Building Bridges Holding Company. Why are these two people here? Number one, this one is my daughter. She works at the Wellness Spot. She just came from work, so she's like, okay, how much longer am I gonna be here? And then we have Chantel, who is the Director of Integrated Wellness at the Wellness Spot. The reason we are here, number one, is to invite everyone to our 5-year celebration of being in College Park at the Wellness Spot. Y'all give it a hand. And the reason that you're giving a hand is because of the support that we have gotten from this community. I mean, when I tell you we feel the love, we have had fires, we have had sewer issues, we have had so many things. But when we call on the city of College Park, you all show up and you show out. So for that, I am truly grateful. One of the other reasons why I particularly have my daughter here is because I want us to understand what we're doing with these businesses, because what you just saw here was legacy. And that is what we are promoting at the Wellness Spot. So on our 5-year anniversary, and it's June 23rd, don't let me forget that, y'all, June 23rd at high noon, right, at 12 o'clock, we will have a ribbon cutting, and we will unveil our mural that's on the side of the Wellness Spot, yay, that says, Be Well College Park. Doesn't just say be well, right, it's an unveiling, help me. It doesn't just say be well, but it says Be Well College Park. So when we talk about legacy, we're not talking about what we leave behind, it's what we build, what we invest now for everyone to see. That's legacy. And wellness is legacy. So we're excited about you coming. Chantel is going to talk a little bit quickly about, I don't know if she's on there on the other comments, but she wants to talk a little bit about some of the things that we're doing at the Wellness Spot.
Hello, everyone, and thank you. So I'm a little bit more intrinsic in the value of the Wellness Spot. And what I love about it is our reach. Surely spas are characterized by a place where women can go get wellness and receive wellness. But the Wellness Spot, we work really hard to expand our reach. With the love that you all pour into us, the community, we're able to reach back whether into different subgroups, whether it is women going through menopause, and we have challenges that help them, educate them on what that journey would look like and give them the resources they need to feel whole again. Or what we did last week with the Girl Scouts. We had a local troop with the Girl Scouts where we educated them on self-care and wellness and how to advocate for themselves, because self-care is not always DIY, but sometimes it has to be. So we showed them how to make little masks and, you know, care for themselves. We also talked about nutrition and how that helps with your longevity. What we love to do all around is, I like to call the Wellness Spot an arc of the hopes and dreams of what people think wellness is. A lot of times it's not about not having access, it's about not having education. And so we focus a lot on education. Even with what we're doing this month in June, where we're focusing on this mural in our 5-year anniversary, is to celebrate all of those different subsegments that have come in, poured in, and that we're reaching out to. So I want to be able to continue to do that, and the best way to do that is awareness, and I think this 5-year anniversary is going to give us the opportunity for people to come and tour it and see our place, because if you've been there, you know it's a very special space. So we want to welcome you once again, June 23rd. high noon, she says, 12 to the unveiling of the mural and to visit the Wellness Spa, our special place. June is for gentlemen, but it's for College Park too.
It is.
That's what I'm gonna say.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Next, Patience Turner.
Good evening. Bring this down just a little. Good evening, Madam Mayor, the council members, our city attorney, city manager, and city staff. I am Patience Turner, better known as Eugene's mom. And I am here today. There's a common thread of just saying thank you to the city of College Park. And for me, I want to say thank you for all of the support that you've poured into Eugene. It's made such a difference for us. Just a little backstory. We came to College Park. It wasn't by happenstance. I mean, it's all divine and how we arrived. But I thought we would only be here for a couple of years until he graduated. But I found my new home. I'm an East Side girl, but I found my new home here in College Park. And I just want to say thank you. And one thing that I've been able to observe is that no matter what differences the council members may have or the mayor, but you guys come together when it comes to our youth. And for that, I'm grateful. And a prime example is the youth initiative for the unhoused. I mean, you came together, donated that money, and the youth have been able to provide services. So I want to thank you because you've created a platform. Eugene has always been a leader in church, school, home, but you've created an opportunity for him to be a leader in the community. And so you've spread that to me. Eugene is leaving for college, but I have a yes spirit, and I'm just getting started here in College Park. So I just want to say thank you and keep up the work with the youth. Thank you.
Mrs. Johnny Williams.
She left.
Madam Mayor, that is all I have for public comments for those that have signed up online.
Okay. If anyone wishes to speak that didn't get an opportunity to sign up, they can do so at this time.
Good evening, Mayor and Council, elected city officials, and the employees of College Park. I'd like to greet you all tonight in the greetings of peace. My name is Larry Brady Evans. I reside at 2112 West Princeton, College Park, Georgia. And I've been in this city since 1959. And I just like to share with you all tonight about the progress that I see that's taking place here. I'd like to thank each one of the council members, as well as the mayor, and all the city workers, especially the police, because I'm going to need them more than I need anybody else. But tonight, I'd like to share with you all, this morning I went over to the Brady Recreation Center. The Brady Recreation Center is where I grew up. It's named after my uncle and his wife, Wayman and Bessie Brady. And I was so proud of what I saw because as a child growing up here in College Park, that's where I learned my ways. And no, we wasn't perfect, and I don't know no one who was perfect. But I pray that Almighty God continue to work on me first. As my cousin used to tell me he was the drunk of College Park. And he told me in my own house, there's going to be some changes made around him. So I say to you all, there's going to be some changes made around here in College Park where we all going to come together as the council, Ms. McKenzie said. We may have differences, but don't let that ruin the fabric of love for each other. Because at the end of the day, you can't take nothing with you, nothing but what you left behind, and that's the truth that you carry. For me, I don't tell lies no more. And as a truth teller, you pay a penalty for that. History have taught me that those who carry truth, your light can be put out by those who don't care to hear the truth. First, it could be assassination of character. If that don't get it, they'll silence you.
Thank you, sir.
Excuse me, is there anyone here would allow me 3 minutes of their?
There's no one else who signed up, sir, so
Thank you, ma'am.
thank you. Appreciate it.
I'll be back.
We know it, and we appreciate you.
And thank you so kindly.
If anyone else wishes to speak, they may at this time. Seeing none others, we'll move on to the public hearing.
Item 8A, 2026 to 2027, recommended budget presentation and public hearing.
Good evening, Madam Mayor, members of the council, city manager, city attorney, and city clerk. The mission, the municipal government within the city of College Park exists to create policies and direct human and financial resources in ways that cultivate a sense of community and a place where businesses, families, and individuals can thrive in a safe and inclusive environment. Our vision, the city of College Park aspires to be a destination where people come to raise a family, start and grow businesses, live, work, and play, all in a sustainable and healthy social and physical environment. Our budget overview, our total budget is $227.4 million. The general fund is $58.3 million. Enterprise and special funds total $169.1 million. Go back one. Okay, you can advance, I'm sorry. Strategic goals. We try to align each of our strategic goals with each department. For quality of life, you have recreation, admin, and programs, parks and facilities, stormwater, sanitation, and water and sewer. Public safety and security, you have the police, fire, municipal court, and E911 communications. Transportations and mobility, public works, highways and roads, and T-SPLOS. Governance and customer service, public information, power, customer service, human resources, finance, city clerk, and executive. Local economy and growth, economic development, business licenses, inspections, code enforcement, GICC, and Gateway Arena. Next slide. Some of the key priorities of the 26-27 recommended budget are to keep the millage rate flat, reduce our community enhancement, add a 4% cost of living adjustment for city employees, the comp study, the senior 65 plus homestead full ad valorem tax credit, reductions in electric rates, and tourism product development projects. Next slide. 27 recommended budget revenue projections are as follows. The general fund, $58.3 million. Water and sewer, $11.6 million. Electric, $54.1 million. Stormwater, $1.8 million. Sanitation, $4.3 million. The golf course, $968,162. The convention center, $23.2 million. Gateway Arena, $10.3 million. BADA, $17.3, and our special funds total $45.6 million, for a total revenue of $227,411,817. Our expenses match our revenue. The general fund, $58.3. Water and sewer, 11.6, electric, 54.1, stormwater, 1.8, sanitation, 4.3, the golf course, $968,162, the convention center, 23.2, the Gateway Arena, 10.3, BIDA, 17.3, special funds, $45,641,954, for a total of $227,411,817. Next slide. At this time, if you have any questions or comments, I'll entertain them.
Any questions for Ms. Hammond? All right, hearing none, I'll declare the public hearing open at this time.
Did you ask if we had questions?
Yes, sir. If anyone had any questions.
I had a question.
Okay, Councilman Gay.
Ms. Hammond, can you just give just a snapshot of the BIDA debt of $17,310,000, and is that carrying over? The BIDA debt, $17,310,000.
I would have to get back to you on that.
Any further questions? Okay, all right. At this time, I'll declare the public hearing open. So anyone who wishes to speak on our fiscal year 2026-2027 budget may do so at this time. This time, I'll declare the public hearing closed. Madam Clerk?
Yes, Madam Mayor. Next is consent agenda. Item 9A, consideration of an action on a request to approve the Price Barbershop and Duplex Contractor Axis Infrastructure LLC for architecture and design professional services in the amount of $102,500. This item is being requested by Economic Development Program Manager Jaquez Garcia. This is a budgeted item, Fund GL Account 275-4975-526300, Tourism and Product Fund, fiscal year 2025 to 2026. This item is located in Ward 1. Item 9B, consideration of an action to approve a professional services agreement with Beloved Services in the amount of $50,000 to launch and operate a REACH Community Center in College Park and to support the Connected Continuum of Care provided through Beloved's Restore Residential Program. This item is requested by Councilwoman Dr. Jamel McKenzie. This is a budgeted item.
Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. All those in favor?
Aye.
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 That is unanimous.
Item 10A, consideration of an action on a special event permit for the Peachy Pear to hold Pilates on the green at Barrett Park on July 25th, 2026, from 8 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This item is being requested by Queenie Brown, Deputy City Clerk. This event will be in Ward 1.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 10B, consideration of an action on a request for the College Park Reunion Committee to hold the College Park Annual Coming Home Reunion at Charles E. Phillips Park on September 5th, 2026 from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. This item is being requested by Queenie Brown, Deputy City Clerk. This event is located in Ward 4.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Gay. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 10C, consideration of an action on a request to reschedule the July 13th, 2026 council session to July 20th. This item is requested by the City Clerk's Office.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor? Any opposed? Any abstentions?
Aye. You had a question?
Councilmember Gay, what is your vote?
I mean, I don't mind voting, I just was wondering why we moved
Because of MEAG conference.
it. Right. Okay, well, he didn't say that.
It's in the packet.
Huh.
Well,
It's a-
hold on, wait, we're in the middle of a vote. We're in the middle of a vote. Councilmembers McKenzie and Carn are in favor. Councilmember Arnold, you abstained? Is that correct?
Actually, I have some comment.
I'm sorry, we're in the middle of the vote. We gotta move through the vote.
No, she was about to, because you were moving so fast. She was about to say something.
I apologize, but we're in the middle of the vote now, so you've got council
I'm
members.
willing to remove my vote.
Council member, hold on. We can revisit, but right now, we're in the middle of the vote. So council members McKenzie and Carn have voted in favor. Councilmember Arnold, what is your vote?
Nay.
Councilmember Gay? Hold on, we're in the middle of the vote. I'm so sorry, but we're in the middle of the vote. Councilmember Gay, what is your vote?
Parliamentarian,
Yes.
can we, apparently there was confusion in terms of the members of the body hearing what was going on. I am willing to refrain from, pull back my vote, but I want to know what the proper procedure would be.
Mr. Denmark, we're in the middle of the vote.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
we can proceed, and we can work on it afterwards.
No,
But I need
Well,
Councilmember Gay's vote.
I make a motion, we
Hold-
suspend
hold-
this vote
Hold on, no.
for more discussion.
Hold on, no, we're in the middle of the
Well,
vote.
point of
Nothing
order.
else. Stop, hold on. Hold, please. I'm just asking for Councilmember Gay's vote, and then I will take any,
No, ma'am. Madam Mayor, if the members of the council
need
are
to- we
not
want to discuss
clear
this.
on the vote,
Finish discussion.
their
Council
vote
member,
isn't a
hold on.
meaningful vote if they don't understand and fully appreciate the vote. I think the proper procedure would be to suspend the vote right now and allow the members of council to ask questions and get clarity such that their vote would be a meaningful vote and not just one based on where we are in the order of things.
I understand that's your thought. Where does that fall in Robert's Rules of Order?
That is my guidance in order, based on the express, and it doesn't have to come from Robert's Rules of Order. That's my guidance based on what the council members have stated, that they are not clear, they have questions, they have unreadiness, they're not prepared to vote. Councilwoman McKenzie is willing to withdraw her vote. It seems like everybody in the council wants to have further discussion about this, and I don't think it makes sense to push the matter forward just because that's where we are in the process.
And it doesn't need
Wait,
to be
hold
a
on,
withdrawal.
hold on. Councilmember,
It'd be a
Councilmember, I
suspension.
still need to acknowledge you. So please hold for one moment. Mr. Denmark, I would ask in the future that, we say that we're gonna follow Robert's Rules of Order, right?
No. We said we
Oh,
will follow
that's-
Robert's Rules of Order to the extent there's not another provision in the Rules of Procedure that this council adopted. And there is another provision in the Rules of Procedure when they establish a parliamentarian process, and that's what we're exercising presently.
Okay, so Mr. Denmark, let me clarify, as the presiding officer of this meeting, that the parliamentarian outweighs Robert's Rules of Order.
No,
those things work together because they work in tandem in the text of the ordinance, and they're to be read in harmony and not in conflict. And the ordinance specifically provides that we will follow Robert's Rules of Order unless there is some other provision in the Rules of Parliamentary Procedure, and there is another provision, and Councilwoman McKenzie specifically asked me my thoughts and opinions on the matter, which I've given.
Thank you, sir. All right.
Mayor.
I'd like to suspend my vote.
Hold on, wait, I'm going to acknowledge Councilmember Carr.
And Councilwoman McKenzie, you were spot on. City Attorney, I did call for a point of order, and then I made a motion to suspend the motion for more discussion. You don't have to withdraw it and start all over again necessarily, but sometimes we want to discuss things, and we want to make sure everybody's heard before we rush to vote. So whether we're in the middle of a vote or whatever have you, if you kind of slow down and follow our lead and make sure everybody's getting their discussion out, we won't run into this issue, I think.
Councilmember, I appreciate your feedback. I will take it under consideration as I preside over the meeting. Thank you so much. Councilmember McKenzie.
Oh, I've already said that I'm suspending my vote. That's it.
Councilmember Arnold?
Thank you. So, last communication that I think that I saw in reference to the July meeting was that we were canceling the meeting, and so that's why I wanted to have conversation and why I voted no, because I didn't see anything otherwise. I see now on the agenda that we're moving it, but there may be a conflict for me, so that's why I wanted to talk about it.
Any further discussion?
Comment, yes.
I just,
Hold on. Councilmember McKenzie, then Councilmember Gay.
Yes, and Councilwoman McCarthy. I'm about to call you McKenzie. You know how they call you me Arnold, you McKenzie. Now I'm calling you McKenzie. We had discussed the possibility of not holding a meeting because we had to. We knew that we would all be out of town for the MEAG. At least a quorum would be out of town. So we have in this administration, with since 2024, we have suspended meetings in the month of July. If you remember, in 2024, we actually had no meeting in the month of July. It does present a hardship, and the reason that I went ahead and voted was because there was a motion and I made the second, and there was no discussion. So, and that is the reason why I suspended my vote, because there had been a discussion, not between myself and the three members of this governing body that vote, but it was amongst myself and Councilwoman Arnold. So it will be a hardship for me to attend a meeting on July 20th. However, if the body had a majority vote, then I would have been okay with it happening.
That was a suggestion.
Councilmember Carn?
I thought I was.
You're absolutely correct. I apologize, Councilmember Gay, and then Councilmember Carn.
All I was saying is that I'm familiar with us only having one meeting, and when it didn't say GMA, I was just confused. So that's why I was trying to slow it down, because I thought it was only one meeting, so I might need to make some changes, because I thought it was only one meeting.
On the 13th.
In July.
There is one meeting in July.
Oh.
It was scheduled for the 13th, and now they're trying to bump it to the 20th as a result of the MEAG conference.
Well, I have one suggestion.
Councilmember Carn?
Councilwoman Arnold, would a short meeting, July 27th, be a possibility?
I'm scheduled to be out of town for work, so
Okay.
that's why I was saying that there would be a possible conflict for me.
On the 27th as well?
Oh, it's a week.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. City Attorney? Now, is there any requirement that council meeting has to be on a Monday? If we need a meeting? I don't think it is one, but.
There may be an ordinance that requires that, I can't remember.
Yes,
Well,
there is.
We've had a council meeting on a Tuesday before, I do recall that, so we've had it on a day other than Monday.
Yeah, I mean,
The
I think
ordinance
you can
says so.
vote to set the date for the meeting.
Can you do Zoom?
Right, I can participate via Zoom if that's a possibility.
We may
That-
not have a quorum because unless we decide a date that, the 20,
Hold on, everybody. We're having a lot of cross back and forth conversation, so just let me know who'd like to speak.
I'd like to speak.
Councilmember McKenzie?
Again, the 20th was going to be difficult for me, but I would vote in favor of the meeting on the 20th if there were going to be a quorum present, because I was not going to vote against it if the body wanted to have a meeting. But I cannot guarantee any day in July at this point, because that is our time of year when we, as a family, have several events going on. So, had we determined this in the beginning of the year, it would have been easier for me to change my schedule. So I cannot commit to any particular day outside of the date that we had, which I won't be here either, so.
Any further discussion?
Go ahead. No, you go.
Councilmember Arnold and Councilmember Gay.
Will this present a significant hardship on the city for us to just cancel the meeting altogether? Now, I'm of the mindset that we'll be going into our new fiscal year. Staff will be setting up and preparing the budget or implementing all of everything that we're approving in the budget and preparing for the fiscal year, which starts July 1st. Now, that's been my experience in other state agencies. I don't know whether or not if that is also true for here in the city of College Park. If this is going to present a significant hardship, I will make, provisions to be available via Zoom, but as the councilwoman mentioned a few minutes ago, we already had our schedule set, and making adjustments, especially at this point, makes it a little difficult.
Any further discussion? Councilmember Gay?
Wait, I'm sorry. I asked a question.
Oh.
I was asking a question, especially of the city manager, on whether or not if this was going to be a hardship on the city.
Okay. All right, Mr. Hicks?
Thank you, Councilwoman Vaughn. I certainly would like to answer that. Just keep in mind that if you all decide to skip the meeting in July and we take up the meeting in August, just think about.
It's gonna be long.
Think about all the information that we've got to compile now into the August meeting, because we missed a total meeting in July.
Right.
So just imagine all the information we've got to compile, 2 meetings into one.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Hicks.
Councilmember Gay?
Well, we've done it before. We've combined. It can be done. It's not that difficult. Consent agenda helps a lot. I personally have a reunion to go to in July, and we got GMA, not GMA, but MEAG.
We have
It's just a lot going on. And so if it's not a hardship, my recommendation would be that we just do it in August.
All right, is there, okay, Councilmember Carn?
And if that's the body's pleasure, I'm fine with that. City manager, if we're not gonna have a meeting in July, what I would ask is if we could have a few extra days for the June 15th meeting to get some stuff together. And obviously, well, I don't have a legislative assistant right now. I will have one, but that'd be a big help. That way, August won't be as crowded. Is that possible?
Let me have a sidebar with the city clerk on that, and we'll get back with you.
Okay, all right. Yeah, not a lot, maybe 3 extra days or something like that. Get some stuff together.
And also keep in mind that anything over the spending limit will have to wait until August, not in July. That won't happen.
Right. That's why I was asking for a few more days for the 15th meeting.
So anything that you all were planning to spend in July, it'll have to wait till the August meeting.
A question
Put
on
on the agenda.
now.
Councilmember McKenzie?
Oh, I see what you're saying, if we have not voted on it. And then, I would be open to, I think if there's something that's pressing, that's what special call meetings are for. So if necessary, but not a meeting, a full-fledged council meeting. So if there's an issue, we always could call a very quick, short-term special call meeting.
Mr.
The
Hicks?
beginning of July is actually, I mean, July 6th would have been fine for me, but I guess we canceled the first meeting in July, but I happen to be available on July 6th.
Not available on July 6th.
Can
Councilmember Gay?
I mean, do y'all mind if we just take a vote?
Is anybody interested in July 6th? Tracy Arnold, how's your schedule?
I'm not available on July
I'm
6th.
not
I
available
heard.
July 6th.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
we're going to-
I'm gonna be in Jackson, Mississippi.
All right.
Clinton, Mississippi.
Is there a motion? Does
Motion
it- well-
to cancel the July meeting.
Wait, hold on. Actually, hold on. We have a motion on the floor. Who made that motion, Madam Clerk?
Mayor Pro Tem Carn.
Okay. Councilmember Carn, do you withdraw that motion?
That was the motion to suspend for discussion, correct?
No.
Or what was that for?
It was to move the meeting.
Yes.
Okay, I withdraw that motion.
All right. Is there another motion? Councilmember Gay?
Yes, motion to suspend the July council meeting.
Cancel?
Cancel.
All right.
Suspend, not have it.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Agenda item 10D, consideration of an action on a request to approve a resolution adopting the fiscal year 2026 and 2027 budget.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Councilmember Gay, what did you
I
vote?
said aye.
Thank you, sir. That is unanimous.
Item 10E, consideration of an action on a request to rent and set up AV equipment for the FIFA World Cup watch party in the amount of $26,000. This is a budgeted item. The fund will be mayoral community enhancement funds. Fiscal year 25 to 26, this item is sponsored by Councilwoman Dr. Jamel McKenzie. This item supports citywide functions.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Any discussion?
Yes.
Councilmember Carn?
City manager, I wanted to make sure, and I think I mentioned it to you, Dr. McKenzie. We wanted some of those large soccer balls, the big inflatables. Make sure we have some of those out there.
Okay.
I had some for the Kids Fest once, and they went over really well, so I thought it'd be really nice.
Okay.
So we're gonna get about 4 or 5 of them. Yeah.
Question for Councilman
Councilmember
Carn.
McKenzie, go ahead.
Mayor Pro Tem,
If it's okay.
excuse me, Mayor Pro Tem Carn. Do we know what the cost of that will be? Should we add that on to this 26,000?
I think they may be like,
Purchase it within.
maybe like 50
Within the
bucks.
20?
Those large soccer balls.
Yeah, they're about $50 a piece.
Oh, okay. So should we, because the 26,000 is the exact amount for the rental of the AV. So, what you're just saying, we'll just purchase that within the city manager's spending authority?
So, if you remember correctly, the 26,000, because the mayor said that she would support something that was citywide, so that's why we're gonna put the 26,000 towards the screen. And we talked about the bleachers, the tent, the food,
Okay.
and that budget.
We'll add it into that one?
Yes.
Okay, which is our citywide events, but, okay.
Yes.
And that's way under,
Way up.
okay, got it. Thank you so much. for the
Any further
clarification.
discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Item 10F was removed from the agenda. Next item, consideration of an action on a request to approve a resolution establishing a no parking restriction along one side of Alexandria Way between Lakeshore Drive and Skyline Drive and directing the installation of appropriate signage. This item is being requested by Police Chief Sharis McCrary.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember Gay. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Next item, consideration of an action on a request to approve an ordinance regarding vacation rental establishment regulations. This item is sponsored by Councilwoman Dr. Jamel McKenzie.
Is there a motion?
Motion.
Thank you, Councilmember McKenzie. Is there a discussion? I'm sorry, is there a second?
Second,
Thank you, Councilmember Carn. Any discussion?
I had a little discussion.
Councilmember Carn, go right ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I think this definitely moves us in the right direction, but think we want to make sure that things are tightened up properly. And City Attorney, I guess maybe can help me out with this. Vacation rentals kind of limits our authority in terms of all of the different types of rentals that we're talking about. I mean, technically, a vacation rental, it specifically refers to, leisure-oriented stays or kind of a holiday destination. The problem is, generally, short-term rentals is the umbrella catch-all. And I don't want people going around it and saying, well, this isn't a vacation, this is a boarding house situation, or this is a home rehab and recovery outfit, or this is a dormitory, or a split pad, or whatever have you. So if we want to cover all the bases and not end up in a court situation where, hey, this isn't a vacation rental, this is a residential treatment center. We have a right to be here, and so on and so forth. I would just suggest we go under that umbrella that's short-term rentals. And I got a list if we need to add to it, just to double check it and make sure that that covers the bases, but I just want to make sure we cover it. Unless we want to leave it where folks can just call it something else and go in and do it. I don't think that's what we want to do.
Mr. Denmark, did you have a response?
I do, but I really want to hear what Councilman Arnold has to say.
I
Councilmember
actually
Arnold?
agree with Councilman Carn. I don't like the fact that the ordinance only says vacation rental. It needs to be all-inclusive. If we're saying that we're going to define essentially short-term rentals, I also need to make sure, like, my residents are not happy or not comfortable with anything right now where we're talking about anything that's less than 30 days, where people are having the opportunity to do split pads and short-term rentals and whatever else they want to call it.
Okay. So, I hear you loud and clear on the use of the term vacation rental. Even
Yep.
if you read it, doesn't have anything to do with vacations. So, I mean, the purpose for which you're there isn't relevant, so that the use of the term vacation is misleading, so we can clean that part of it up. But we need to draw a distinction between the short-term rentals, which people refer to as Airbnbs and similar platforms. That's on the one hand. On the other hand, there are these boarding houses that are like a pad split. So those are two different regulations. This ordinance doesn't purport to address the boarding house situation. I think it would be too much to try to tackle all that in one ordinance. We have other legislation that's going to address the boarding house situations. And so I saw Councilman Carn's face. He probably thinks that we can do it all under one roof.
No, if we can't, we can't.
But I just think it would be more efficient legislatively. We were thinking about the short-term rentals. That's what we were thinking about with this ordinance. We understand that the boarding house / pad splits, that's an issue as well.
Yes, it is.
And so, but it was not the goal to address that in this ordinance. We have other legislation that will address the boarding houses, and this was only for the short-term rentals.
But okay, I'm sorry. I understand that part. I think the challenge that I have is that vacation rental, short-term rental, whatever we call it, it's the same thing, right? It's 30 days or less.
Yes, and that's what this orders. But for instance, with the boarding houses, you could be there month to month for 2 years, and this legislation doesn't purport to address that, because you do it online, you get the code, you go into the place, and as long as you pay weekly or monthly with it, you stay there indefinitely. That's different from a short-term rental, which is by definition, you're going to be there for a week, a weekend, or what have you, and that's a different platform, it's a different business model, it represents a different type of situation, because, and so this legislation is tailored towards the short-term rentals. There's another evil in our community, which is the boarding houses. Yes, that's addressed elsewhere. So it's not whether we're going to do it at all, it's just that we're not doing it in this particular legislation.
I would
Councilmember Gay?
I would like to suggest that we table this ordinance and you make it all inclusive, because the direction from council was that we start immediately enforcing all non-traditional rentals. And that include, because what Ward 4 is facing as we speak, and you well aware of this, they're hiding under other names, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, right.
And we can't enforce it because our staff is telling us they don't got any teeth because they hide they're not calling themselves vacation rentals, and there's a lot of ambiguity. I just simply ask that, my suggestion would be that we do make it all inclusive, that we add all of these non-traditional rents, or file several ordinances at the same time, because we can't enforce ours with this ordinance. They're hiding, in our ward, they're hiding under they're hiding under a pad split. And then my other recommendation is that I think the ordinance should go as far as to allow us to seek a injunction in the Superior Court. It does.
Mm-hmm.
As
That's
well
where I thought it
as a cease and desist.
Yes.
We almost there. We just need to.
I'd like to comment.
Hold on, wait, go ahead.
I mean, my colleague said it's kind of the same thing. We're saying the same thing. We're just talking about how they define. And I like your part about month-to-month boarding, because I live next door to a month-to-month boarding. Been there for 3 years under Tasha Garris when she was in charge of it. So it had never been enforced because it's too much ambiguity in these ordinances.
Councilmember Carn?
Okay.
And I hear you, Roger. I think the city attorney's advice on separating them, there is some differences. I understand that. But I think we move with this one now, since that's ready to go, and we tighten that one up. Now, the other big half of it, far beyond the vacation homes, the long list is what we're really having the headache with. Okay, y'all, so it's summertime, y'all, and we're not gonna have another meeting till August. What I would suggest, we can just I think we put a placeholder in it. Let's do a moratorium right now on all short-term rentals. When we come back in August, then we can pick it up, tighten it up the right way, and at least hold that to make sure that throughout August here, it's not coming in. Can we do something along those lines?
No, sir, a moratorium specifically has to be in writing. We can't do a voice vote moratorium. But, Councilman Carn, Mr. Mayor Pro Tem, your point is an interesting one, because the only thing that this ordinance does not do is add the boarding houses, the month-to-month permanent residences. In my opinion, it effectively deals with the short-term rentals, the use of the term vacation notwithstanding. It effectively deals with the short-term rentals. And so, if it's your pleasure, you can pass this ordinance subject to removing vacation from the short-term rentals. And then at our very next meeting, whether that's August or I think we have another meeting.
June 15th.
Later in June, I'll bring an ordinance back that deals with the boarding house / pad split situations, and it'll be just as hard-hitting as this one.
Okay, so we remove.
We're going to change the word.
Vacation rentals and put in short-term rentals?
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause we have,
Okay.
yes, we just get rid of the vacation part.
Okay.
And put what?
I have a list.
Short-term rental.
Well, I've got a list. I've got a list that I'd like to see if we can add as many of these in that aren't the, what you said, the boarding house, which is the difference.
Hold on, wait, go
just
ahead,
wanna
Council, let him finish, and
And I'm
then,
after him.
Well, I'm just
And then
trying to
it's
get, I
Councilmember
want to
McKenzie.
get a consensus on that. So can we add as much as we can into short-term rental here and cover as much as we can that's not a boarding house?
is that, Mr. Denmark?
We could, but it sounds like we need more, because I think Councilwoman Arnold's about to make some more points, and others, so we may be going back to what Councilman Gay said, which is to table this and come back, and we can do it all under one roof and do it in a comprehensive way.
Well, we want to eliminate vacation rentals, if we can do that right now and just take care of that.
Councilman Arnold shaking her head.
But we need to add, go on and add to
Okay,
it.
hold on, wait, hold on. Councilmember McKenzie was next.
I'm of the school of thought that I think that it would be cleaner to have two separate ordinances, one that deals with the short-term rentals from the perspective of the Airbnbs, and then another ordinance that deals with the boarding houses, the halfway houses, whatever it is, the pad splits. The purpose of this, all of these things are not legal in the city of College Park as it stands. The purpose of this ordinance was not to make something that's illegal. It was so that we could enforce what is illegal in the city of College Park. So I think if my colleagues would read this ordinance a little bit more carefully, they would get the understanding of what we're proposing to do. I don't mind waiting until another 2 weeks, but that's another 2 weeks now, especially in the summertime, with the World Cup coming, that we cannot, as a city, enforce at least some of this stuff that's going on. And so basically what this does is this gives our code enforcement, our police department persons the ability to really handle these situations. And I don't see where one gets rid of the other, but I do believe that, like I said, I know we need to address the pad splits. We need to address the long list that Councilman Carn has. But we also may want to define what short-term rentals mean. So I'm okay with waiting 2 more weeks, but again, the purpose of this was to give our folks that opportunity to enforce what is already illegal in the city of College Park.
Councilmember Gay?
The only issue with us is that our item has been front and center for a year. We've been saying loud and clear, the people came down here and they've been saying short-term rentals. Legal is saying, hey, we can't enforce it because it's not a vacation rental. I don't know what the harm would be to just add the language in this ordinance tonight. Why can't we just amend it verbally and just add it?
I'm down for that too.
Just to be clear, what we're calling short-term rentals, that's what this ordinance addresses. It uses the word vacation. And I think we're getting distracted by the use of the word
So
vacation.
let's take the word vacation out and
I'm fine,
but
yes.
let's add all those
Yes.
other words.
Yes, I'm good with that, but I just want, so we would be making a change that's not really substantive. It's important, but it's already in there. But that's fine, we should change it, get rid of vacation. and make
On
it
its
short-term.
face, I want to see all those non-traditional rentals.
Why can't we
So,
see it
I was
in a
gonna-
meeting where everyone has that proper documentation in front of them?
Well-
The changing on the fly makes it very difficult for me, when you, 3 days after this, expect me to sign it, and you're saying, let's change this, let's change that, put this here, put this there.
But he said it's
I mean, if we're
included.
changing vacation rental to short-term rental, and that is the only change that is going through this thing, that's one thing. But if you are adding an entire list of different terminology or adding boarding houses or anything,
What's wrong with that?
because not everybody has it in front of them, and let's say
Point
one's
of
left
order,
off.
point of order.
Councilmember
So,
Arnold.
Yes, I want to make a comment, and then I'd like to make a motion. My comment is that right now, on the face of the documentation, even though we're talking about making adjustments to it, I have constituents who are not happy with the language as it is written. And so I am asking that we rewrite it to be inclusive of the short-term rentals and whatever else the list is, and to bring it back in a couple of weeks. That's all that I'm asking.
All right, anyone else have further, you had a motion.
And I
Well,
would like to, well,
actually, we
I
have
think it's a
discussion on
motion.
the table.
I will
I was gonna say, I
amend,
think it's a
I will
motion on the
amend, I
floor.
will amend my motion since I made the motion to table this until the June 15th meeting. I'm fine with whatever changes my colleagues want. I think at the end of the day, the main thing is that we want to be able to enforce this. So whatever makes everybody. And Mr. Denmark, you're stating that it would be fine for us to have one document that includes everything?
We could do it that way. Yes, we could do it that way. It's not, we could do it that way, absolutely. One,
What was
under
that?
one roof, one document does it
Okay.
all.
So I was suggesting 2 separate documents, but if it's the pleasure of the body to go ahead and have it all in one, I don't mind, as long as it's legal and as long as it can get us on our way.
If it's
So
Hold on a second, hold on.
I withdraw my motion.
You've made another one,
I
though.
mean, right, the first one, I withdraw the first motion and make a motion to table. But I think we need,
Is there a second?
I think he has to withdraw his second.
I withdraw my second.
Is there a second on her motion? She withdrew her motion, so is there a second on her motion to table until
Second.
June 15th? Thank you, Councilmember Arnold. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
That is unanimous.
Next agenda item is board appointment for Ward 2 to the Board of Zoning Appeals.
Okay, I did hear back from my member. He has to reach out to, he works for another government agency, and he wanted to make sure that there was any conflict, obviously, but it is not, he's over in DeKalb County, but, so I'll give him an opportunity, and I guess we'll tee it back up for the 15th.
Oh, okay, so we're not doing that. Okay.
Yes, I was waiting to hear back, and I did. So, he's on board, he's just got to check with his management. But thank you.
Next agenda item, City Attorney's report.
Mayor and Council, this late this afternoon, I do not expect that you have read it, but I sent you a memorandum for your consideration as it relates to our insurance situation, and I'd like to get that on a future work session agenda. Thank you.
12, City Manager's report.
Okay, just got a couple quick things here. Just want everybody to know that our comprehensive plan is well on its way. We've got a master plan for the current and future of the community. We invite you to share ideas that will help shape the quality of life for the next generation of residents, visitors, and businesses. These ideas will lay the groundwork for how the city can continue to grow and thrive over time by directing infrastructure investment, guiding future land use, and supporting local businesses and protecting resources to ensure an equitable, resilient future. All of that says, our comprehensive plan is well on its way. Our committees are involved. They've been before you to give you an update. So we're proud of that. Also, thank you all for approving the 26-27 budget. The finance director and I, along with HR, we can get together now and start to solidify some things. And the other couple of things I think I'll wait. Thank you, Madam Mayor.
Thank you, sir. Well, you and I were on the same wavelength with the comprehensive plan. That was the top thing I was going to talk about, is that we need engagement. We need engagement from all of our community to ensure that our comprehensive plan is as comprehensive as it needs to be. So that means residents, business owners, educators, faith community, everyone who has a stake in College Park, we need to hear your voice about shaping the future of our city. It is vitally important that we get as much input as possible. You can find it on you can find a link on our city website. I also sent it to through my newsletter this afternoon. So please, please, please engage with the comprehensive report. We need your input. And I want to wish our hardworking folks in Public Works. It was a wonderful National Public Works Week. And we capped it off with sort of a field day celebration, and I went 14-2 in the adult big wheel races. I was feeling pretty good about that. It was a really, really fun afternoon, and just a great celebration of the folks who keep our city working day, night, 24/7. You don't think about them every single day, but they are thinking about making sure that things are working for you. And so thanks again to our outstanding Public Works team for everything that they do. And also a belated happy National EMS Week to the folks who answer our 911 calls, who show up and make sure that our folks are healthy, safe, and sound. And your service is definitely appreciated, and we are so grateful for the EMS workers that serve the city of College Park and the entire region and the state and the nation. They should be celebrated. It is a lot of times thankless work in very stressful situations, but a lot of us would not be here without you. So thank you. Want to remind everyone, if you voted last month, you got to vote again this month. And if you didn't vote last month, you got to vote this month. Early voting for the primary runoffs starts in Fulton County this Saturday, June 6th, and in Clayton County on June 8th, and ends June 12th on Friday, next Friday. And the runoff election is on June 15th. We have a number of important statewide and local races. We need you to step up because your vote matters. So please make it a priority. You have an entire week of early voting, and if you live in Fulton County, you've got the weekend as well. So please engage, exercise your right to vote. And I think our discussion that just occurred in regard to this ordinance is a great example of why first and second readings would be a really good idea. For us to have the opportunity to have this discussion in a workshop session about this piece of legislation, hammer out some of these details, and then bring it back for a second reading and adoption. Because making these changes on the fly confuses a number of folks. And we want to be as clear as possible when we are making the laws of this city. That precision matters, and we shouldn't take it lightly, because we have the opportunity up here to shape how our community moves forward. And so for all of our stakeholders, they should understand exactly the rules and regulations they need to live by in order to stay within the bounds of the law in the city of College Park. So I've been saying it before, but I do think that first and second readings are something this body should examine and really think about, so that we can have some of these things ironed out before, and we're not tightening things up on the fly. And in regard to making sure that people are following the law, I got a call from a business owner today. And she said that she was experiencing some challenges because she feels like she's being targeted for her political positions as a business owner in the city of College Park. Code enforcement showed up, and she doesn't have any code violations. And she has given me permission to say who she is, Sean from Big Back's Cajun Kitchen. If you have had her fish and her shrimp and that dirty rice, you know. You know. You know that she has done an incredible amount of work in the Camp Creek corridor with her fellow business owners and has worked really hard to clean up the area surrounding her business. It is a story I've heard too much in this city, and enough is enough. Our business owners who pay their fees and their taxes deserve the support of this city. They do not deserve the weaponization of our employees against them. Period. The power of the people is greater than the people in power. And our people make this city. No business owner deserves to be harassed for their political position. No resident deserves to get harassed for speaking up. The power is with our people. Sean, I see you. What you're going through is not acceptable, and it is not right. You play by the rules, you do the right thing, you should be able to freely express your opinions and not be harassed for it. We do not have that power. No one has that power over you. The people have the power, and it is greater than the people who are in power. And that's all I've got. Councilmember McKenzie?
Mayor, I'm so glad that you and I are on the same page with this today, because I feel the same way about our citizens, residents, what they go through. And I must say, Sean, that Big Backs went there for dinner on Friday. So love that restaurant as well. So let's just treat each other with dignity and respect, everybody. I think that's the key. I think that's the message. If there's a message today, let's love, let's have community, treat each other and embrace each other with dignity and respect at all times. All right, go ahead, Kelly.
This is Dr. Jamel McKenzie, your Ward 1 counselor, and I believe in College Park. Every 2 weeks, I make it a point to highlight the positive progress we are making together. Now, this is my June 1st, 2026 report. From community-focused initiatives like Community Thrive and our health and wellness programs for everyone, and our special programming for seniors, to youth development opportunities that are preparing the next generation of leaders. There's so much happening that deserves to be celebrated. We continue to invest in our future through ribbon cuttings for new businesses, economic development initiatives, infrastructure improvements to our roads, sidewalks, and streetscapes, and projects that enhance the beauty and quality of life in our neighborhoods. Most importantly, we continue to honor the heart and soul of what makes College Park such a vibrant, connected, and thriving community, our residents. And it is your dedication, your service, your pride, and your commitment that make our city special. Our Virginia Avenue Bridge mural extension ribbon cutting is one of those experiences.
Wonderful day, because we are not just celebrating art, we are celebrating community here in College Park. The Extension Avenue mural is also an extension of community, love, and being able to put beautiful things in vibrant places.
So this mural is a testament and a statement of my effort as someone from here, someone living here, someone running two businesses here in College Park, and doing my part to find a way to keep the city beautiful. So thank you so much.
Last Saturday, I attended the 20th Annual Awards Program for ACE, Aviation Career Enrichment, to celebrate the incredible achievements of young people pursuing careers in aviation. I'm especially proud of my husband, Captain Jeffrey McKenzie, who serves as the Vice President of this outstanding organization. For 46 years, ACE has inspired, mentored, and developed young aviation enthusiasts, helping transform aspiring students into accomplished professionals throughout the aviation industry. Congratulations to all of this year's award recipients and participants. And now for Ward 1 announcements and updates. There's still time to apply for our Summer Youth Leadership Academy, which will be held in the month of July. All applications are due no later than midnight on June 10th, so get your app in. And on Saturday, June 6th at 12 o'clock p.m., we'll be holding our Summer Community Thrive with a focus on our youth who are out of school for the summer. At 10:30 that same morning, we will be celebrating the unveiling of our Art Trail project here in the city of College Park, which will connect all of our murals. This project is only happening in 2 cities in the country right now, and College Park is one. We look forward to seeing you there. Join us on Monday, June 8th, for our Summer Business Connect, where we'll be talking about getting ready for the World Cup and these last announcements about what's going on in the College Park area. Make sure your business is ready for the World Cup. Ignite is continuing their shoe drive through June 30th. If you have a pair of new, unworn shoes that you'd like to give to local youth, you can donate them now to Ignite. outdoor physical fitness program under the direction of Mr. Julius Miles, the Temple Builder, and his team continues every Tuesday night at 7, rain or shine. If you haven't made it out there, come on out and build your temple. And pardon our progress, we are still in the process of installing sidewalks on Rugby, and it's going to take another 2 to 3 weeks possibly. As well, we are installing our digital signage directory sign at the depot that will feature our local businesses and amenities here in the city of College Park. Our College Park is a vibrant, connected, and thriving community. And as we celebrate 130 years of College Park history, I invite you to reclaim your love and your passion for our city by getting involved. Attend community events, volunteer, support local businesses, engage with your neighbors, and become an active part of the fabric that makes College Park beautiful. Together, we're building a stronger, safer, and more prosperous future for everyone. College Park is Georgia's global gateway, and that's not just who we are, it is what we do. I'm Dr. Jamel McKenzie, and I believe in College Park. Let's continue building College Park better every single day.
Councilmember Carr?
All right, thank you. So the comp plan is extremely important. We want to make sure we get that moving. I was told today one of my board members thought they were on the comp plan, and it turns out it was another member on the comp plan. So hopefully I can get that straightened out tomorrow. I don't know if that was just a typo or a mix-up or whatever have you, but I think we'll get it squared away. I am hoping that with this salary increase that we can fill some of those vacancies, but I think we're going to got a pretty solid budget we're looking at here. And I could not make the Virginia Avenue mural cutting, but I heard it was pretty good, and I was there in spirit. The city is brightening up. It's evolving. It's improving, and you're seeing improvements on every corner in every area of the city. And we want to keep those improvements going, but we're just getting warmed up with improvements. I'm really excited about this summer and going into the fall. College Park is really taking it up a few notches, and we're going to continue that progress. June 16th is runoff election day. I thought I heard June 15th, but that's incorrect. So I want to make sure that folks know that June 16th is the runoff election day. I wouldn't come to the polls on Monday, but I mean, you can come for, rehearsal or something. But we want to make sure we have everybody come back out. I did get a report yesterday from a couple of phone calls from my residents, a report of a potential nightclub over at the Hampshire Plaza. I met with the city manager and code enforcement, and I told them to take a look at it and see what was going on, and they are looking at it. When I get a call from my residents, I respond, and I make sure that things are going the way they're supposed to be going. And I'll continue to do that for my residents anytime they call. Our BIDA board members will be holding a retreat over the weekend. I think this is going to be an opportunity for us all to make progress in terms of business and development throughout the city. So we're looking forward to that as well. With that, that's all I have for this evening. Thank you.
Councilmember Arnold?
Thank you. All right, so I want to start by first recognizing the fact that there is a family in our immediate community that is grieving due to the loss of their son, right? They found the body of Derek Samuel and released that information on yesterday. Actually, it was after church. So just, if you know anyone who's connected with the family, please make sure that you keep the family uplifted in prayer and reach out in any way that you can, because they are within our immediate community. Although it was East Point, that is just really next door. If you ever go shopping on Camp Creek and Camp Creek Marketplace, that is where this young man was actually was missing from, and that's also where they found his body. So I have a few updates that I want to give. I first want to thank the staff, Mr. Hicks. I want to thank the recreation staff, the fire staff, the police staff, everyone who, any and everyone who had something to do with the Senior by Senior celebration that we had right before the holiday. It was a beautiful event. Senior citizens came out, they had a great time. It even happened to be a good day for my mom. I got her out, which is very rare, especially in a crowd, but it was an amazing event, dancing, singing, and I just happened to see this gentleman that was sitting there. No, I'm not looking for a man, but I want to make sure that, but there was an older gentleman there, and I kept looking at him, and I was like, I know him from somewhere. Well, it just happened to be a gentleman that I took dancing lessons from about 20 years ago, Mr. Tony Scott. And so I was trying to convince him to come to the city of College Park to offer some dance classes, some ballroom dance classes, you know, because everybody likes to dance. Well, most people like to dance. And he said to me, if I can get 6 solid men to come out to the classes, he will do a class. You know, because it's always the women that show up. So, you know, if I could get some help with this, Mr. Hicks, we need some men. So it was an amazing event. There was so much fun, so much laughter, and so much movement. And that just kind of leads me into an upcoming event that we have, Juneteenth. Woo! Which I am looking forward to. We have the amazing King Theo coming in all the way from California to teach people samba funk. And so this is an opportunity for people to participate, not just watch, but to participate in the parade. There will be free classes for anyone who wants to join, to learn the steps of samba funk, and to actually participate in the parade. So I'm looking forward to that because I know it's going to be so much fun. I want to thank Nurse Kelly Ridgway for coming out last week to do health screenings. And we're going to do these health screenings again during the post events for Juneteenth. We were able to land this wonderful woman to help people to identify some health challenges that they may have. She has a screening that is about $50 or something like that. It's well worth it. But our seniors, and I've said this before, we have people in our community that just can't afford basic health care. And so if there is an opportunity where we can partner with some of these service providers to help, especially with our senior citizens and the youth, right? Because we're talking about our past, those individuals who can pour some wisdom into us and help us to not make some of the mistakes of the past. And then our children who are coming up behind us, and making sure that we provide a solid foundation for them to continue to carry the torch. So Nurse Kelly offers a screening that can look deep inside to share some of the things that you may want to talk to your doctor about. That's if you have a provider, or to help you to come up with some type of plan to address things that you may have going on within your body. I love this service, and we're going to continue to offer it and partner with her as we can. There's another opportunity for Juneteenth for those that are interested. I want to thank the Atlanta, the Airport District, and Mercedes Miller, Councilwoman McKenzie, the Art Trail, for promoting our public art. We have done quite a bit of work throughout the city to make sure that we highlight not only the talent that we have in the surrounding area by way of public art, but to make sure that we have it commissioned and installed in the city of College Park. We have several different areas where tourists can come and learn more about not only the artists, but also about the city and about the investments that we are making in beautifying our city. And so I'm looking forward to more of that information coming out. We have a food giveaway that's coming up on the 13th. That's our normal food giveaway. It's also our last one for this fiscal year. We are diligently working with partners so that we can kick off our food giveaways again in July. But this one is going to be very special. We're having it in Zupp Park. I'm looking forward to it. The team has planned something very special. And we just happen to have a door prize that we'll be giving away. We will be having a drawing to give away a free iPad for that particular giveaway. And so if you have not already planned something to do for Father's Day, because that is the weekend, right? If you haven't done anything special or you don't plan on doing anything special for fathers, men always complain that they get underwear and socks. We are trying to make sure that this year you just don't get underwear and socks. There will be an iPad. Meet us at Zupp Park on the 13th. Again, I just want to promote one more time that Juneteenth is going to be a special event, our second parade on Godby Road. We're looking forward to all of the activities, the post activities, and looking forward to you all joining us. Thank you.
Councilmember Gay?
I just only have 2 items. This is the last day of applying for the tax exemption. Deadline was today. I think we had approximately 250 seniors. There was a letter in my box. I just want to read a little excerpt from Mr. Rodriguez, City of College Park. I don't want to give her name, but this letter was in her box since May 17th. She lives on Herschel Road in Ward 1. Dear Mr. Gay, I wanted to come to your town hall meeting on May 14, but was unable to make it. I am an 88-year-old senior, and I want to sign up for homestead tax exemption. I have a well in my yard, so I don't need your service warranty program. But I do like the fact that it'll cover indoor pipes. I find a coincidence that your city manager is named Mike Hicks. My son's name is Mike Hicks. I didn't know if that was a coincidence. So, but the point I'm making is that you see how this has impacted people across all socioeconomic, and as a matter of fact, the governor's race is using the property tax as one of its main campaign. So we might be onto something when we did that. And that'll segue into what was an update from Fulton County, Kelly, to just share a couple of minutes of our last town hall meeting for the Fulton County.
Yes, sir.
And after 5 minutes, cut it off, please. Not connected. Huh?
Everything's different.
She's not connected. I don't think you connected, so we won't have a chance to play it.
I apologize. I've had this both videos on my screen this whole meeting, and I'm not sure why I'm not connected.
It's up there for some weird reason.
It is, yeah.
Well,
Saying you're not.
Let me give it one more try.
Saying you're not connected to the internet. You're not on the internet. That's what's going on, Kelly. You've lost your internet connection. Look on the bottom of your screen.
Do we happen to have a tech guru in the house?
She's not on the internet.
Gerald.
Sir?
She's not on the internet.
Normally I would take care of it.
No, sit back.
I thought.
You got Robert.
You can't make this.
Here we go. Now we're there. Just need it, Robert.
The potential for College Park is so
Cut it up a
great.
little bit, Kelly.
With the right leadership in this ward under Councilman Gay, I think it's just exemplary of what can happen. Fulton County is the largest county in the state of Georgia, most populous. But what you may not know is that there are 3,250 plus counties in the United States of America. And your Fulton County, Georgia is ranked number 4. Now, when you live in a place like that, everything's going right, you can always find something, well, I don't like this, I don't like that. But when others look at what we're doing here in Fulton County with your tax dollars, we're ranked number 4 in the whole country out of 3,250 plus counties, and that's a big deal, my friends. So there are 2 or 3 projects that we're working on now. First and foremost, we knew even before Wellstar closed Atlanta Medical Center and the facility in East Point, I and the manager, CFO, and Anna Roach, who was our chief operating officer at the time, and Dr. Pamela Roach, the 5 of us, we have been working on a plan to bring first-class medical care to South Fulton County. When Wellstar closed, that simply accelerated what we were already working on. So here's where we are today. We have partnered with Grady Hospital, and we've come up with a plan. That plan costs $900 million, but we got that covered as well. The plan will include the following: 3 phases for medical care in South Fulton County. First phase is that freestanding emergency medical clinic, which we just had the ribbon cutting on Monday of this week. That's located in College Park. The reason that's important is because if you live in certain parts of South Fulton County and had an emergency, it was quicker for you to drive to Macon, Georgia for emergency care than it was to drive to downtown Atlanta. But that is no longer the case. That first class, and I invite you to go down and see it. It'll be open for business probably in less than a month, but we cut the ribbon. It's already, all the furniture's in. We're hiring a lot of people, so it is a jewel. The second phase of that 3-phase project will be a freestanding medical office building, which will house all of the specialties: urology, cardiology, and all of those ologies. I can't remember all of them. Y'all know what I'm talking about. But specifically also to include specialties in Black women's health and infant mortality. We're working quietly with CHOA, Children's Hospital of Atlanta. They will also have a presence here in South Fulton County for the very first time. And the granddaddy of it all will be a brand new 200-bed, state-of-the-art hospital as a part of this complex right here in South Fulton County. Price tag, $900 million. That sounds like a lot, and it is a lot. $300 million is coming from the county, $300 million is coming from Grady, and $300 million is coming from the Fulton DeKalb Hospital Authority. They'll be raising money privately, but that is done. We've signed off on the financing package, so it's just a matter of time. But I invite you to go to take a look at the emergency clinic right now. And the other big project that we're working on is another senior citizens facility on the south side. And we love our seniors in Fulton County. And evidence of that, once again, is when I get calls from my colleagues from across the country. Well, how are y'all able to do what you do for your seniors? For just one example, the senior ride program, $1 per ride. It takes seniors to their doctors, to the pharmacy, and to the grocery store. And we spend about $12 million a year on this program. But for this program, there are seniors who would not have a way to get to their doctors, their pharmacy, or the grocery store. So we're very proud of that, and that program is going to continue. Although there was a move on the part of some of my colleagues to increase, and I said, hell no, it's not going to happen under my watch, because we love our seniors and we take care of our seniors. So I think the future is really bright for Fulton County. We're number 4 now. There are counties that have more people than we have. There are counties that have larger land areas than we have. But there's only 3 or 4, from an influence point of view, more important in these United States of America than your Fulton County, Georgia. I've been proud to serve you. I've never embarrassed you. I've always looked out for your tax dollars and look forward to continue to serve. So thank you all for the opportunity to be here. And before I have to get back up to Alpharetta now, I represent the whole county. I've started in, where did I start? We start somewhere up north. Then came south, got to go back and then back. That's just the way it is. That's the job. So thank you all very much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Let's give it up.
That's my time.
I don't think we have anything with executive session, so.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Don't we have?
There's nothing in my packet.
It's on the agenda, though. Is there an executive session
There's
today?
nothing in the packet.
I have everything.
All right.
That's it.
Seeing no other business, we are adjourned at 10:20 p.m. We will see you back here on June 15th. Take care, everybody.